is Jedi Master Quinlan Voss, and what we're going to do today at Star Wars Kids Hour is we are going to tell the Star Wars story. So we're going to tell the episode 4, A New Hope. Has anyone seen that movie? Few people have.
You don't know that
All right,
movie.
you all know that movie. All right, so
No.
what we need is we're going to need some volunteers from the audience. Okay, I'm seeing all the hands shoot up immediately right away. Before that happens, though, I'm going to let you folks know that we are going to be taping this to show to Lucasfilm later. So if you are going to volunteer, please make sure that it's okay with your mom or dad if you come up and you volunteer and you get taped, all right, so that we can show it a little bit later on.
Ready.
Right?
Just go
And you
on
guys, I was talking to Luke as well, and I think we'll be able to get them a copy as well. Is that right, Luke? Or they'll be able to see that? All right, yeah, you guys can possibly see it later on as well. All right, so we're going to have a lot of different things that's going to happen with the audience, too. The audience is going to have to say certain lines in the movie. So let's just try. I'll say it first, and then I'll point at you guys, and you all have to say the line I'm going to say, all right? So try out, use the Force, Luke.
Use the Force, Luke.
Whoa, okay, sure we're not in a Star Trek room? That sounded like the Borg. All right. Very cool, though. Very cool. Awesome. All right, everybody. Oh, we got a little Thor volunteering already up here. All right. Okay, so I am going to pick volunteers for characters. So we're going to show the characters first. The first one that we need is we need a C-3PO. Who thinks they could play a very good C-3PO? All right, let's have a look here. All right, let's try the Master Chief, because he's already kind of, she's got he or she, I'm not sure, because they have a uniform on, so it could be a he or she. Let's find out. Okay, never mind, we don't want to know. All right, so Master Chief is going to be C-3PO. All right, so can you see okay, Master Chief? You can? All right, so Master Chief, if you come up on stage here, can you get up on the stage? And this is my helper, Hank. Hank is going to, a big round of applause for Hank. All right, so Hank, you can show Master Chief what they're going to do with their picture. All right, so now Master Chief is C-3PO. All right, excellent. We have C-3PO for the story. And who do we have next, Tony? R2-D2. Who's R2-D2? All right, let's go to the back here somewhere. Let's find somebody. Okay, come on up with a double hat. All right, big round of applause for our next person that's coming up. All right, come on up on stage and grab the R2-D2. So now we have the best friends, R2-D2 and C-3PO. They're very important to the story. Okay, so they're going to come up. Next, we need a Princess Leia. Princess Leia. All right, let's see. All right, I think your hand shot up first. All right, so we got a Princess Leia up here.
Do me proud.
All right, so come on up on stage and show off your Princess Leia. Okay, who do we have on this side over here? Oh, we have a Stormtrooper. Okay, I'm going to go a little bit further to the back, guys. We're going to pick some people at the back, all right? So, Stormtrooper right here, all right? Come on up. Don't worry, I'll come up back in 1 second. Miss Marvel, you look great, by the way. All right? All right, so we have a Stormtrooper. Big round of applause for our Stormtrooper.
Stairs on that side?
Okay. You got the stairs on that side? All right, excellent. So we got a Stormtrooper. What do we got next? Okay, so we need someone a little bit, we got to do a little bit of a test. Who can do the Wookiee sound? Let's hear it. Oh, it's pretty good, yeah. It's like a mix between gargling with Listerine and Kashyyyk, but pretty good, pretty good. All right, so let's see. How about a Joker Wookiee? Let's have the Joker Wookiee come on up here. This should be interesting. Hairy body, green hair. Looks good. Imagine a Wookiee all in green. That'd be kind of fun. A mashup. All right, so the Joker's coming up here, and the Joker's going to have Chewbacca. All right, who do we have next? We have Han Solo. All right, very popular Han Solo. Okay, let's have a look. Let's have a look around, see if we can find a Han Solo. All right, Miss, come on up, you be Han Solo. All right, big round of applause for our Han Solo. Yay! Miss Marvel Han Solo. They kind of have the same attitude. They're both kind of a bit cheeky. All right, so let's have the Han Solo. Big round of applause for Han Solo. Perfect. Okay. Obi-Wan Kenobi. Obi-Wan Kenobi. Let's find an Obi-Wan, all right?
Can I?
Yeah, Obi-Wan. Hank usually dresses as Obi-Wan, so he's going to pick Obi-Wan, all right? See, he's going to stroke his beard like Obi-Wan. You have to be able to do that if you're going to be Obi-Wan.
30 minutes.
Okay, we're trying to go here.
I'm a little biased.
All right, there we go. Obi-Wan already dressed the part. Perfect. Okay, what else we got over here? Okay, anybody else? All right, Luke Skywalker. Luke Skywalker. All right, let's see. All right, your hand has come up quite a few times, so come on up. Luke Skywalker.
He does have a Star Wars jersey on.
He does. All right, and now we need Darth Vader. All right, Let me see. I think our Darth Vader's right here.
Oh,
All right. Dr. Darth Vader. All right.
Doctor, these are mashups that are crazy.
All right. Okay, we got one last left. We're going to try and fit him in the story because he's not really in the first one, but we're going to try and fit him in there. Let's see. And I think, I'm sorry, I'm going to pick this one up right away because he's already got the hood on. Let's get the Emperor over here. Big round of applause for the Emperor. All right? Okay, guys. So now we have all of our people in the story, and we're just going to go ahead and we're going to tell the Star Wars story. And the thing that you guys are going to have to do up here is this is how it's going to kind of work, all right? When I say... And then the Emperor said, I would like a cheese sandwich. Then you say?
I would like a cheese sandwich.
There you go. All right. So the Emperor's hungry. You should better get that because you don't want to see him being hangry, all right? So it's not good. It's not good. All right, so that's how it's, you guys got that? That's how it's going to kind of work. Someone will come over to a microphone with you and let you know that that's your line. All right. So let's start off the first story of Star Wars. A long time ago in a galaxy far, far away. All right, we're gonna wait for the music to cue up here. Here we go. Can we get it a little louder, Luke? Is that possible? All right, can we feel it now? All right, here we go. A long time ago in a galaxy far, far away, there was some rebels that were running from the evil empire, and they were flying in their ship, and they were flying as fast as they could, but the giant Star Destroyer, everyone go, ooh. The giant Star Destroyer overtook them and brought their ship into the docking bay of the Star Destroyer. And then we saw C-3PO and R2-D2 in the hallway. Okay, so we'll sneak them up. Darth Vader, can you stand up for 1 second and scooch out of the way? So 3PO, you're going to be here soon, Darth Vader. Don't worry, you're coming in soon, all right? Okay, so C-3PO and Darth Vader, or C-3PO, Darth Vader's coming in a minute. C-3PO and R2-D2 were in the hallway, and C-3PO said, we're doomed.
We're doomed.
All right. And R2-D2 said, beep, boop, 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 boop.
Beep, boop, beep, boop, boop.
All right. And they were worried, but R2-D2 was not too worried, all right? C-3PO also said the princess will never get out of this one.
Princess will never get out of this one.
All right. Something a little wrong with 3PO's voice modulator, but that's okay. We'll try and fix it a little bit later, okay? So they ran and hid in a corner while some stormtroopers were going to come busting through the door. Then the stormtroopers busted through the door. Stormtrooper, come on in. All right. And right behind them came Darth Vader. So stand up, Darth Vader. And Darth Vader, we all know how Darth Vader breathes. He didn't say anything, but he came in and he was doing his heavy breathing. All right, we're going to fix him up later. He needs a shot of his Ventolin. All right, he'll be okay. Don't worry. All right, so then he started looking around and trying to find out where the hidden plans were. And he went to talk to Princess Leia. Princess Leia came around the corner. All right, and she was a princess, and she was very defiant to Darth Vader. And she said, I'm just going to a meeting.
I'm just going to a meeting.
Exactly. And Darth Vader said, I don't believe you.
I don't believe you.
He said, you are a rebel and a traitor.
You are a rebel and a traitor.
And then he told the stormtroopers to take her away.
Take her away.
But she escaped from the stormtrooper for a few seconds because I forgot about that part. And she ran down the hallway and she found R2-D2 by himself. R2-D2 came down. All right, and she put some secret plans to the Death Star into I'm getting all mixed up here now, into R2-D2. And then R2-D2 went to find his friend C-3PO. All right. C-3PO said, where have you been? And R2-D2 said, hey, let's go in this little can pod.
Hey, let's go with this little kid.
All right, we're translating it so all of you guys can understand. Is that okay? All right, perfect. So they went in, but then the stormtrooper found Princess Leia again and took her away to the jail cell. Okay, so R2-D2 and C-3PO, if we can get you guys over here in the middle, they blasted their way out into the escape pod and they landed on a desert planet called Tatooine. And then C-3PO said, I'm not going that way. And R2-D2 said, you really should.
Beep, beep, beep.
All right. Translator's not working anymore. So R2-D2 went one way and C-3PO went the other way, and they got separated from each other. All right? But then a huge giant sand crawler, the race called the Jawas, came and they said, all right, let's try one more time, nice and loud. 1, 2, 3. Excellent, perfect. All right. So they found both R2-D2 and C-3PO, and they got together again inside the big giant sand crawler. Okay. So the sand crawler came around the corner, and Luke Skywalker was getting ready for his morning day at his homestead on Tatooine. All right, and his Uncle Owen decided that he was going to buy these 2 new droids. Yes, so he bought these 2 new droids, but one of the droids was a little red droid that looked like R2-D2, but it blew up on the top and some smoke came out of it, and he said, Uncle Owen, this R2 unit has a bad motivator.
Uncle Owen, this R2 unit has a bad motivator.
All right, and then he said, I'll take the blue one instead.
I'll take the blue one instead.
All right, so Uncle Owen told Luke that he had to go and clean up the droids before he was going to go and do all of his fun stuff, okay? So they went to go clean up the droids, and Luke went to clean up the droids. All right, so now back on Darth Vader's ship, they wanted to interrogate Princess Leia. They locked her up in a jail cell, and they were questioning her. And Darth Vader said, tell us where the rebels are.
Tell us where the rebels are.
And Princess Leia said, I'll never tell you.
I'll never tell you.
All right, very, very defiant. And then Darth Vader said, we'll see.
We'll see.
All right, perfect. Okay, so now back on Tatooine, they realized that there was a message inside R2-D2, and R2-D2 left all by himself in the middle of the night. He went off all by himself, really, really, really far away, just rolling along, rolling along, rolling along. And Luke went into his bedroom and saw that C-3PO was by himself, and he said, where did R2-D2 go?
Where did R2-D2 go?
And C-3PO said, he's always doing this.
He's always doing this.
Okay, so they had to go and find him. So the next morning they decided that they were going to get into a speeder and speed all the way to the other side of the planet to see if they could find R2-D2 way back there. All right, so you guys go and see if you can find R2-D2. All right, so Obi-Wan Kenobi came along, and Obi-Wan Kenobi was just going out for his morning stroll. And he was taking a nice little walk, and he sensed a bit of a disturbance in the Force. And that's what he said.
I sense a disturbance in the Force.
Oh, so he thought he should go out, all right? So R2-D2 and Luke Skywalker and C-3PO found each other and came all the way down the center aisle. And they started to run because they were getting attacked by sand people. Oh no, the sand people are coming, the Tusken Raiders, look out, look out, look out. Here they come. Then Obi-Wan Kenobi made a big scary monster sound. Just like that. And it scared all the sand people away. But he said, we should probably go back to my house for some cookies.
We should probably go back to my house for some cookies.
And that was a good idea. So they went back, all of the friends went back to his house for some cookies. Okay. So, when they were there, they were all talking with each other, and Obi-Wan Kenobi was telling Luke a little bit about his father and how he used to be a Jedi Knight, and he used to do all kinds of stuff in the Clone Wars. And then he said, I don't remember ever owning a little droid.
I don't remember ever owning a little droid.
And then he went over to R2-D2 and tapped him on his head. And a picture of Princess Leia came out of the front of R2-D2, and it said, help me, Obi-Wan Kenobi, you're my only hope.
Help me, Obi-Wan Kenobi, you're my only hope.
Excellent, excellent, all right. And then the picture disappeared. All right. So they decided that they were going to have to learn the ways of the Force and find out what was going on with the princess and save her. So they walked and walked and walked until they got to a place called Mos Eisley Cantina. And there was a really good band that was playing there that day. And does anyone know the song? But it was a short version. All right, yes, exactly. Perfect. So they were all there and they met two people. They met Han Solo and they met Chewbacca. All right. And Chewbacca said, and Han Solo said, I can take you guys wherever you want to go.
I can take you guys wherever you want to go.
I have the fastest ship in the galaxy.
I have the fastest ship in the galaxy.
I can do all that and chew gum at the same time.
I can do all of that and chew gum at the same time.
You see? Exactly. All right, he was just that cool. All right, so they all got together and they went to their giant spaceship. But the stormtroopers busted in and started shooting at them, and the stormtroopers yelled, "Awesome!" But the crew of the ship all ran into their ship and got in together and flew away before the stormtroopers could get them. All right. So, back on the Death Star, Darth Vader sent a message to the Emperor and said, "We have captured the princess."
We have captured the princess.
And the Emperor said, "You interrupted my nap."
Interrupted my nap.
The Emperor was very grumpy because he just had his lunch and he interrupted his nap. He said, "Call me back later." All right. So Darth Vader said, "Yes, Master, I'll do that."
Yes, Master, I'll do that.
All right. So then Darth Vader was still trying to get the message from the princess, but the crew of the Millennium Falcon saw the giant spaceship type moon, but it was not a moon, it was a space station, and they got sucked into the tractor beam and they all hid underneath the floorboards while the stormtroopers came in to the Millennium Falcon and looked around but could not find them, and they looked very confused. And they said, "Well, we can't find them, let's go to lunch."
Well, we can't find them. Let's go to lunch.
All right, so they went to lunch. And then the crew of the Millennium Falcon got up out of the floorboards, and they decided to split up. Obi-Wan Kenobi said, "You know what? I'm going to try and turn off the tractor beam so we can escape."
You know what? I'm going to turn off the tractor beam so we can escape.
And then Han Solo said, "You're a crazy old man."
You're a crazy old man.
So they decided to split up. Obi-Wan Kenobi went to the tractor beam way on the other side of the spaceship to turn off the tractor beam. All right, and the rest of the crew found out that the princess was being held here, and Luke said, "We should go and save her."
We should go and save her.
And Han Solo said, "Nah, I don't want to do that."
Nah, I don't want to do that.
And Luke said, "We really should."
We really should.
And then Han Solo said, all right.
All right.
All right, so they all went to try and find and save the princess. So they found out that they were being held. R2-D2 and C-3PO stayed back, and the rest of them went to go and find Chewbacca. They decided that Chewbacca was going to pretend to be a prisoner, and the two Luke and Han were going to disguise themselves as stormtroopers and go down the hallway and find the princess. So they did that. They went into the princess's cell and they walked in, and Princess Leia said, "Aren't you a little short to be a stormtrooper?"
Aren't you a little short to be a stormtrooper?
And then Luke said, "I'm Luke Skywalker. I'm here to rescue you."
I'm Luke Skywalker. I'm here to rescue you.
And then Han said, "Let's hurry up."
Let's hurry up.
All right, good. Han doesn't even need a microphone. He's so loud and cool. All right. So they tried to escape, but the only way they could escape is down a shaft into the garbage compactor. So Chewbacca fell in there, Princess Leia fell in there, Han Solo fell in there, and Luke fell in there. And Han Solo said, "What an amazing stink you found."
What an amazing stink you found.
All right, Han, turn around so the audience can see you too, okay? There you go. All right. So they were almost going to get trash compacted. They all started getting squeezed together. Okay, guys, get all squeezed together. Squeeze, 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 squeeze. But then Luke Skywalker, someone said, "I have a bad feeling." let's all of you guys say it because they all say it throughout the movies.
I have a bad feeling about this. I have a bad feeling about this.
I have a bad feeling about this.
All right, so they were getting crushed in there, and then we cut to another scene with Obi-Wan Kenobi sneaking around the spaceship, all right? So can everybody see him back there? He's gonna come back up so we can show the scene up here. Obi-Wan, make your way up here. All right, so then Darth Vader said, I sense a disturbance in the Force.
I sense a disturbance in the Force.
It feels like I'm near my old master.
Feels like I'm near my old master.
All right, so Obi-Wan Kenobi and Darth Vader met each other in the hallway, and there was a big battle with lightsabers in the hallway of the Death Star. Okay, so these two met up. Whoa, and they had a big battle. Well, all right. And then, oh no, that's exactly what happened. Obi-Wan Kenobi's lightsaber. All right, there, now it's working. Obi-Wan Kenobi was struck down by Darth Vader. Let's all have a, oh. Okay. And he disappeared. Okay. So, the crew were still down in the trash compactor, and they were trying to get out of there, so Luke called C-3PO and said, C-3PO, you have to shut down the trash compactors.
C-3PO, you have to shut down the trash compactors.
So C-3PO and R2-D2 were working very hard to do that. They said, we'll try, we'll try.
We'll try, we'll try.
R2-D2 shut down all the trash compactors and the crew escaped. When they went down the hallway, they noticed that there was a fight that happened between Obi-Wan and Darth Vader, and Luke wanted to stay and help Obi-Wan, but Obi-Wan said in his head, run, Luke, run. Where's Obi-Wan? Here.
Run, Luke, run.
All right, so they all ran and they escaped from the Death Star. Okay, so later on, Darth Vader said, we should try and find those rebels.
We should try and find those rebels.
Okay, so he decided he was going to call the Emperor again and see what he should do. So he called the Emperor and said, what should I do, Master?
What should I do, Master?
And then the Emperor said, you caught me in the shower, call me back later.
You got me in the shower. Call me back later.
All right, so Darth Vader had to figure out what to do all by himself. So we went to our crew, who are now on a planet very, very far away at a secret rebel base. But now the Death Star knows about it and they're headed towards them. So all of the crew said, we should try and destroy the Death Star.
We should try and destroy the Death Star.
And then Han Solo said, you know what, I changed my mind, I think I'm gonna leave.
You know what, I changed my mind. I think I'm gonna leave.
All right, so Han Solo and Chewbacca left, but all the rest of the crew got together with all of their friends, and they all got into X-Wing fighters. All right, so we have some X-Wing fighter pilots over here. The X-Wing fighter pilots flew all the way around. Yeah, all the way around.
Follow him down the center.
Follow him down there, guys. There comes all the X-Wing rebel pilots flying towards the Death Star. Oh, Luke Skywalker, you're one of them too. And R2-D2's in the back. All right, here they come, flying towards the Death Star, going through the trenches. Here they go this way. Yes, exactly. Their leader, Red One, doesn't really know exactly where he's going, but he's gonna make it. Okay, here he comes. All right, so they were flying towards the Death Star, and then Darth Vader and two TIE fighter pilots were flying right behind him. All right, but the TIE fighter pilot, one of them was sick that day, so the Emperor flew too. All right, and a Stormtrooper. All right, so the Stormtrooper and Darth Vader, you guys follow after them. Okay, do we follow after them? Here we go, following after the X-Wing fighters. Here they come. Can you believe this? The Emperor actually flew a TIE fighter, yeah. He got up and did something for once. He took a shower, he ate his breakfast, he took a nap, and now he's flying right behind him. Okay, so, meanwhile, Luke decided that he was going to try and shoot through a very tiny, small exhaust port that was in the middle of the trench. He was flying down the trench, Luke and R2-D2, And Luke put on his visor to see if he could shoot into the hole. But most people could not shoot into that tiny, tiny spot. So Obi-Wan Kenobi said to Luke, "Use the Force." All right, so Luke decided to use the Force and shoot the blasters right into the exhaust port. And as soon as that happened, the whole Death Star exploded. Yes. And just as this was happening, two of the TIE fighters were going to shoot at Luke. So Han Solo and Chewbacca arrived to help Luke fight the TIE fighters so he could get a clear shot. Here they come, right through the middle. And they say, "We're here to save the day."
We're here to save the day.
All right, and Chewbacca said, "Okay, so Darth Vader's TIE fighter flew off in a spinny circle, and so did the Emperor's, and so did the Stormtroopers. And the Rebel Alliance saved the day for this time." All right, so all of the rebels got up on stage together to have a big party back at their base. Okay, here they come. All the rebels. Darth Vader can turn his plaque around so he can be a rebel right now. So can the Emperor, so can the Stormtrooper. All the rebels were up on stage together. And then Princess Leia came up and gave a medal to Han Solo and to Luke Skywalker, who saved the day. And at the end of the entire movie, Chewbacca got very angry because he didn't get a medal. And that's the end of the Star Wars movie! Congratulations to all of our performers that are up here, doing a fantastic job. And thank you folks for joining us at the 501st Legion Rebel Legion Kids Hour. Please come check us out at the booth, guys, and have a great rest of your Ottawa Comiccon. Thanks a lot.
Thanks, guys. That was so good, everybody. High fives. I need high fives. I need high fives. High fives. High fives from everybody. High fives. Yeah. Give me high fives. Who does? You were a great Darth Vader. Awesome. High fives. Yeah. All right.